Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue our Let's Play of this awesome game, where the last episode just got more of our rare materials production up and running. In today's episode we will do something about as far away from that as is entirely possible. And that is, we'll be making supermagnetic rings, or at least the electromagnetic turbine. Because as we can see at the moment in our production line, let's go down to it here, it is running max speed and it just can't keep up with the production of these going into supermagnetic rings. So I think it's about time we seriously fix this, because it's quite bad. So let's mark out a small area, and while I do that, do remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more. It is always nice when you do that. Let's see, let's landfill in this lake. We do have quite a bit of things. And let's see how big of a design we can make. If we go with our current setup, see it crosses over right here. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so about here. Then we have some to each side. How big can we make our current setup if we want to do one of these? So we should just do it in one. Might hold this one out and do that somewhere else, but at least these two we could do in the same one. Because if we get iron in, then we can do iron and gear wheels on-site production, and then we fly in the magnetic coils from somewhere else. So only need, in theory, 2 inputs to supply this entire production, one being iron and one being magnetic turbines. So let's see. The cut point is right here. That means we have 3 to both sides. So how many can fit in? Let's just look at what kind of setup we can do. If we look at this, let's place 2 down for now. If we look at our current electric motor setup, it requires 2 iron. We get that in, so that's more than enough. We get the magnetic coils in, that is also on the line, that's also enough. But the gears, every 2 seconds we need one gear. So in theory, the ratio would be something like this, since this produces 1 every second. So 1 to 2. And then we can transport it over between these 2 with just a few inserters. So something like that. So let's try and set something up this way. Let's just plan it out. We'll have iron going in. We also need iron for this one. In theory, we need iron and magnetic coils. So what if we have iron going in between these? So let's see, we can start about out here. Let's give it one space just for the fun of it. Maybe moving it down a small amount. So let's see, it starts there. So you'll be gears. Then right next to it, we'll do 1, 2. You will be our electric motors. Oh, electric motors, sorry. Let's just copy paste that. There we are. I'll be electric motors with iron flowing in, down that way. Access room for 2. Might want to move it over 1 then. Let's just do that. See if it lines up way better. Just like that. Because then we can have the inputs. For example, iron. This will need iron as well, so that can iron the middle, and those 2 can go out that way. That should make gears that go into these 2, supplying that with gear and iron. That means we just need 1 magnetic coils going down that way. And then we can in theory copy the same over here. Here and here. Having outputs, like that. Have one going this way for the outputs. And one here and here. With gears about... Let's see, lines up right there. So how does this look in terms of our new electric motor setup? Oh, do we need to set them directly into another one? So that next takes 1 per second. This produces 1 every 2 seconds. That means 2 of these goes into 1 of those. Yes. And I can't fit it in next time, so we might take it out and go into an area where we make the other thing. Or we can just do the engines here, fly them somewhere else and hook up that thing. I think we'll do that. Because can we then do this? How much room will this take up? Here and here. 2 belts. 1 going out. 1 going in. I'm just mirroring it right now. We'll have 1 going that way as well with the iron. Then we'll have 2 of you on the opposite side, here and here. And that one. Ooh, does that just fit inside this one? It seems like we can do it like this if we want to use 6 long. 2, 4, or 7, sorry. That should produce quite a bit. Yeah, I think this will be quite good. Waste a small amount of room here, but then we don't have to have drones transported from over the entire planet. So I don't think that's too bad. So let's see. If we go with this, we'll just test it on this one that actually works. It's always nice. That means you guys will have inputs. We'll have an output as well. Let's get it requested in. I want this one to output you. We need iron and coils in. Let's take 2000 for now, I think that'll be fine. You'll just store the maximum amount of these you can, so we can get them transported all over the place. Then we'll take out 1 right here. Let's do it on that one, to be honest. Might be better. We have 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so let's take it from the middle one right here. You can go over here. You'll be the iron. Flowing to that one. Then you can be our magnetic coils. Flowing to that one. Those will get inputs into this one right here and right there. Do the same on these 2. Wait, never mind. That is not an input. That is going to be the output. Let's see. Stop that. I'm trying to get a belt. Here and here. That's going to be the inputs. Then we'll have to take... Do we have enough room? We should. That is why we're testing things. You'll have to output here. Oh yeah, and you can output there. And then you can input that way. Yeah, okay. So input, output, output, and let's see here. Why are we needing 3? Shouldn't we only need 2? An in and out is all we need. Let's delete this. Let's look at it again. It should only have 2, so it shouldn't be this complicated. So let's see. Oh, did I do it right? 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, we need the 4. But we have 6 slots, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, you'll still be input. And you'll still be output over here. You'll be output. Then you'll be output and you'll be input. I think this might be right, because one of them has to cross over two long ones. So let's try this again. Output, input, output, input. But let's try and see if we can get this to work at least. It is, this should work this way. So in, out, out. Okay, that should be fine. That should be very good. So let's just try and hook it up and see if it actually works. Here are some drones for you. You'll be remote storage, local demand, local demand. At least now we have the things flowing in that we need. We just need to give it a bit of power. We can actually place them in between. We can also do it on both sides. Ooh, not on those. We can do it out here then. Might just be easy doing it right here. See there. Oh, because it's the curvature of the Earth, we can't place them in between up here. Stupid curvature of the Earth. So, do it here and here, just making them look the same. How will this look? Might use a few more power poles than necessary, but it should work. Here, and let's just get the input here of iron. There we are. Hopefully this doesn't get too small in the future if you try to do it. So let's see, that is outputting now. All of them are working. This one is not working because this one is not running. So that is fine. So we'll get you in this way. That'll start to fill that. That'll slowly but surely get flown all over the base where it's needed. And right, that's fine as well. You'll just get the iron out from here. Down that way. So let's see. That goes in, that goes out. That should activate these two. And this should run full speed. That is the case. Perfect. Now this is running, the inputs are correct. Over here we'll just get the iron from here as well to have the same symmetry. Couldn't figure if move this into the middle. Even though it is in the middle. Something feels a bit crooked, but that just means we need 7 instead of 6 to do this setup if we do it too wide. Luckily we did have room for it here, so that should be good. Then we'll do iron up top, going this way. To here, and you will do the magnetic coils to about there. Then we'll have the input going back this way. So let's see if we can't build this out so it actually looks a bit better. Was thinking about moving this, but yeah, it's there for now. We will improve on it in the future. I think that'll be fine. So let's see, let's hook up these inputs correctly as well. So in, out, out, in and in. And he'll be there, there. Then you'll be out and you'll be in. That works, good. It's much easier when the thing's on the belt, to be honest, to see how it goes. Just as a note to myself in the future. And I should probably remember to do that. That's fine, so do the same here. You'll go out, you'll go in. You'll go out, you'll go in. Yeah, just like that. So now we can pretty much just expand this down quite a bit to hook all of this up. So you'll just, let's test this 1, 2. Let's just check that it's actually not messing up anywhere. It shouldn't be. It should just be expandable down until the end of the Earth. Oh. Let's go to here. You'll go from down here instead to there. And you'll continue down this way. And you'll continue down this way as well. And since we're building along the curvature of the Earth, we should be able to do the same design all the time without any issues. I think it might be easier just placing down all of these first. Not quite. How many can we handle? Let's see. If we do 2 iron, that's 1 iron per second. Or for each of these. So how many can that handle? This goes 30 per second. This takes 90 per minute. This one takes 90 per minute. So each of these takes 270. That means we can do about, if we had, yeah, about 10 of these to be completely sure. Let's see what it is. We have 1,800 per minute divided by 270. That means we can do 6.6. So if we do 7 of these cells, that'd be 14 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think this is about the biggest we can make it in terms of a setup. And let's try and build this in terms of size and see what it looks like. So about there. That's gonna consume. Hopefully we can deliver it that fast for this one. Because this will take a minute to empty out, so we might have to increase it a bit. Well, let's see. Here, 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 and there. In theory, we could have the iron running on the backside and then make it a bit bigger, but I think we'll stick with this for now as our setup. We'll pretty much go from here to, oh wait, the other way. About there to hook you up. On this side, you can continue down to there, and you can continue back that way. Let's get the rest of you hooked up as well. Then we're gonna make a rather big setup, if I say so myself. It's gonna look pretty good. That is looking mighty fine. Here and there. And you can go to about here. So now for the fun part of setting it all up. Let's see, if we still use these, they might be a bit overkill to use, but yeah, it'll be fine. We don't have to worry about it anytime then. Looks kind of cool with the blue. Let's just go with Sources Mark III for now. So you'll go there, here, and here, there, and there. And in. Luckily it's not too bad. So if we get one of these sides working at least, then I won't be complaining too much. So what do you guys think about this setup? Is there any flaws in it? Is my math completely wrong? I know my math was way off when we did the small carrier rockets. I don't know what I was doing there, but my brain was yeah, completely fried or something like that. That is the only excuse I have. So not much else I can say. Let's do this one at a time this time. Might actually be easier. Just get them all hooked up the correct place one at a time. And then you'll be the out. Oh, wait, other way. You'll be the output here. Yeah, it's much easier just doing one at a time, because then I don't have to think about where it actually has to be. And then we'll have the outputs for this one. To this side. By the way, I think there is a mod or something that can help us with placing down the sources. Just haven't used it yet because I'm not quite sure if I want to. Because building this by hand is a part of it. We might do a modded series at some point where we can do this a bit easier with some quality of life things. But I don't really mind doing it right now. So that is that. So if we hook up the power here on the backside now, we should be quite good. Let's hope all this can reach if we do every second one. There we are. They should all be running now. Let's see. That means we should be consuming pretty much a full belt of iron now. A bit more than a full belt, to be honest, so I think this one down here will not run full speed. It'll be a bit slower than that. But not much. Unless my math was... Wait, we're probably just out of iron here. Oh, we're completely out of iron in the entire system. Ooh, we'll have to look at an iron setup at some point as well. So let's just hook up the rest. Because now we know this is working. It is producing a lot of electric motors. Back and forth. And hopefully the throughput can handle it, but that's fine. So let's hook up the rest of you. Should probably go pick up some more of these now that we're at it. I like the blue glow. It might be a bit waste in terms of power, but yeah. We'll just try and use the best ones for now, since that is easier. It's not the most efficient thing to do, but let's just keep it simple this way. I think that'll be fine. Let's go up here. Oh, stop. And let's go back. There we are. Oh, I probably forgot to bring enough of these as well. But oh well, let's just hook up the things. There. What? You can't reach, or you are set up the wrong place. Hopefully that was the only one. Here we are. That seems correct now. More. And then the other half I'll set up at some other time, so you guys don't have to watch me do this one more time. I don't think there's any reason for you guys to see that. That means we can start to build something else in just a little while. Which actually will be the second part of this build. So here we are. Okay, so this should be set up now correctly. Give it some power. So as soon as we have enough iron production to keep this up, or it might just be a drone issue, so if we power this, will that help? Because I don't think we've had issues with we'll see. We'll just let it power now, and then look at it later. But yeah, that will be our setup for our current production here. The next thing, the electric motors. We could no, we'll not cycle it through like that. We will make a new cell for this one. Let's make these in bulk. And since it takes 2 seconds, we should be able to make 30 machines in a row to handle this, to consume everything. So where should we set it up? In terms of travel distance, we can just set it up over here. Let's get rid of this little thing that goes right through the line. Take you away. We can, and then let's set it up here. We might move some of these we have stored right here. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, right there. Could actually just fill all of this with solar panels all the way, now that we have a bit of space. But yeah, that is just in terms of power generation. That still is holding strong with the imported ones. So let's see. If you do it 30 long, we can also do 2 times 15. No wait, never mind, then we can do 2 times 30. But this setup is much easier to do, since it just requires 1. Let's just go and get a few more. Inserters. No, assemblers even. Here we are. They are slowing down because they're not getting any partial broadband. Partial broadband. We'll have to look at that as well at some time in the future. Look at the Dyson Sphere. Very nice. Let's go over here. Let's see. So if we hook up 30 of these, then we will have 15 per second. And it's not too bad. And it should last us quite a while. If we hook up everything we can, then we get 30 per second. And this might be able to supply it. Not quite sure. But let's see. If we start all the way at the sides. Or you're a finite resource, so I really want to keep you. Could we make it in the middle instead and save this one for oil production? But also just fly the oil in when we find some. But we'll see. Please remove you for now at least. Then we'll see if it's in the way. So let's see here. What we want is do a nice big setup. This one go all the way to the edge if you want to. What if we just start right here? And we do the same over this way. In theory right here if we wanted to. And also do one in between. Yeah, we can actually, can't we easily fit that? So I'll do the 3 lines over here. Then I'll do the 3 lines in the middle. Let's check. 1, 2 inputs. Can we make that in the mid? We can probably make it in between. Might be the best way to do it. So what if we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have all the lines running in here. That means we have to have 5 lines running here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should probably get the 5th line as well because we have 2 inputs and we have 1 output. Let's just check this. Let's go and get some more belts as well. Because won't that work with the with a 2 item input. Let's grab some of you. Q. Yeah, it should be about what we need. So will that work the way I want it to? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because then we'll have 2 on each side supplying in what we need and then 1 output in here. But then we're pretty much back at what we had before. What if we only do 4 lines? Just do 3 lines. Then we have double in. And 2 items in. Then you'll take an output. And you can... Yeah, but then we don't have enough room for the input-output lines because you only have 3 inputs. That is an issue. Should we just do it on the outside then? Doesn't seem like we'll waste much room by doing it. Yeah, let's make it simple. Then we'll figure out how to design this a bit differently in the future. Because then we can design one that takes from the same here. If we do 15 long and continue it over. So 1, 2, then 1, 2 again. How will this look as a setup? Output wise it will be half, so doing a full one down should be good. Yeah. So that gives 1 full belt. And the other will give us 1 full belt. And that is 60 per second. That might be... There's probably nothing that's going to be overkill at the moment, because we will have to expand it out going forward anyway. Then we'll have 2 lines going out here. 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's one side. 1, 2, 3. This goes here. Then we have 1, 2, 3 over here. So we can actually do 2. Can I turn you a bit? And then there. Then we need 2 lines going in. 1, 2. And can we still have our oil thingamajig on it? Oil extractor. No, we can't. Unless this one is the one that doesn't... Oh, look at that. Okay, let's try that. That should that should be fine. And it should give us what we want. Yeah, because you need an input and an input. Oh, you can move over 1. There and there. Yeah, I think this will be... that seems quite good, doesn't it? Then you'll be output as well as the other ones. Let's just check. You'll pretty much supply our tubes from here, which require magnetic coils and normal engines. And those can just... Install a few thousand at a time. Let's try this. You'll be local demand. Storage, local demand, and you'll just supply everywhere. This one is not supplying because it has no, it has drones, so it should... Oh, it's being used somewhere else already. Holy moly. We are seriously lacking these. But I think this will work. So let's set up this one over here. So you don't have to watch me do this a million times again. So in theory we can do 30 and 30. And our iron is going there, old iron setup. How far down to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What if we do 10? 10 is gonna give us 5 per second plus the left 1/2, so that's about 7 per second. Let's give us about 15, give us 45 per second. Let's just start with that, and then we'll build it out if necessary. I think that is, at least compared to what we have now, a massive increase in production. To here and here to here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have to take some from the back, unless we just merge the inputs together somewhere. Let's try this. Let's see. I'd like to do electric motors. You can start out here. Don't really mind which one it goes in from, since it's the same amount, so you'll go there. And you'll take you and go to here. You'll have an input going that way. This input can pretty much go to the same one if you want to, or output even, that's what I'm trying to say. And to there. It's gonna be a bit messy what we're building right now, but I think it will be good when it's finally running. Let's fill you for now. And input wise, we'll just do this. 1, 2. I'll just build one part of this for now, and then we'll build the rest in the future. I'll probably just do it in between episodes. There we are. You'll have outputs in a second. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Isn't this gonna give us issues by grabbing 2 on this side? Oh wait, we can easily grab it. Never mind, it's gonna be good. Gonna be very good. Because then you can grab there and there. That's fine. That is fine. So that should be these 2 set up. We have to worry about the power though, because we have no room in here to place them. Oh, we can place them there, but that can't be the same all the way through. So it might be an issue with the power lines. To be honest, let's skip one of these. It will make it a lot easier to manage just by doing 2. So let's try this instead, and then we'll shift you over a bit. Let's do 1. That's fine. The rest we can fit in afterwards. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So let's see, that should be hooked up. That means we can add in the power poles. Let's do it in every second one here. I think that'll be fine. Same on the opposite side. And to make this one work, we pretty much just need to have these being inputted, and they might be lacking, what it looks like, might just be lacking a ton of iron. Let's see, is it just iron? Oh, we'll have to do a massive iron setup. I think this is our old one. And iron ore is keeping up, but the output is not. Yeah. Look at that. That is not enough iron. We will have to do a completely new setup. Might do an iron setup on a different planet. So we have this for all the technology stuff, all the hardcore things, and all the processing and such. We will do off-world, since that's gonna take a ton of room. Instead, it's just bulk input output. So yeah, that is something we will have to keep an eye on. So I think this is a rather decent place to stop. We have most things going. We have 2 very nice setups for these. Just lacking in the raw resources department. So getting iron is pretty much our number 1 priority, which you will see I have set up by the next episode. I don't think there's any reason why you should watch me set up a boring smelting layout on another planet. So I will end the episode here. Do comment what you think about our current setup. Do comment if you care about ratios, if I'm completely wrong. But I think it's going to be quite good. And it's going to produce at least a lot more than we have already, which is the main goal. So with that, thank you so much for watching, guys. Do remember to like and subscribe, and come join us on Discord. It's always nice talking with you guys. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.